So, growing up, obviously, as a small child, as one usually is when they're young, I had no clue what anything was. Literally no clue. And it's like, it's an interesting experience with society because you go, like, if you go through school, my schooling experience was like, no matter what grade, everyone wanted to be in a relationship. It didn't matter the age. We're talking like even 5-year-old. Like 5-year-old to like now, everyone just wants to be in a relationship. And it's something that is like, but why though? I never understood the concept of dating, I guess, or at least being attracted. It's like I'm young. Like I was so young, right? I was doing school. I was having fun, like playing my little Tamagotchi or whatnot, where it just didn't like make sense. So I thought dating was like, or like being attracted to someone is like, I want to be friends with that person. That's what it was to me. Like when the concept of like, even to the degree of holding hands, or like the concept of kissing is like, what? Why? Just like at a young age, and even at an old age, I'm still like, huh. But like at a specifically young age, I'm like, why are you trying to do this already? What is happening here? Don't you just like want to play a game right now? I just want to play dodgeball. I don't want to be in a relationship. Like I didn't understand anything. But I never got that, like, the concept of people just like even like dating was just, it blew my mind when I was young. Like I didn't find anybody attractive. I thought people were cool. I thought people were like, whoa, they're really cool, like good at this thing, or they're fun to hang around. They have a fun personality. They're cool. I want to be friends with them. Like, yeah, great, lovely. But then they're like, and then there are people like, oh, that guy's kind of cute over there for like, and they're just in like an opposite class during recess. They don't even know the person that well. I'm like, what? Are they? I don't know. But I always became friends with the teachers. So in my mind, I was like, wow, the teachers are really cool. I like them a lot. And then there's also the students who are also like decent at this stuff. I'm like, oh, well, those people are cool. I like them a lot. And so I was like, I just want to be friends with them. And like that was the only thing that went through my mind. And because of this, like people thought I liked certain people growing up because I'm like, wow, you spend a lot of time with them. I'm like, do I like them? Is that what that means? Because I want to be friends with them? Is that what that means? I'm like, what? This doesn't make sense to me. But that's what my mind went to at the time. I'm like, okay, maybe I like them. I'm like, do I like them? I don't think I like the teachers. And I had my best friend. I was like, I don't really need more than this. So like, yeah, I was good. I was all good. I was solid. But I still felt the pressure of like, am I supposed to like somebody here? So I got like fake crushes, I guess. I don't know. Looking back on it is like, I don't even know what I've done. My mind was like, if I were to like go out with this person, I would like, we could go to California and have fun there. I'm sure we can walk around the city a little bit. With my mom obviously with me because I'm at the age of 13 or like 12. But that was my concept of, like, I didn't understand what they were going to do. Like, I didn't understand relationships at all. I was like, yeah, let's have fun. Let's like, let's go eat food. Smile. Let's go and just I want to play games. Like, yeah. But growing up with this, okay, so now we have all that prior knowledge. I want to let you know, I missed the memo on so many different hints, so many different times, and it was just oblivious to certain situations because I literally couldn't understand it. I didn't have the understanding of it like at all. So like when people were kind of like being flirty with each other and wanted like, or like they wanted to go somewhere, I just like, I didn't even cross my mind that that was something they were doing. I was like, they just wanted to spend time with each other. I couldn't process it. I couldn't or like some people kind of like being awkward near each other. I just like, I looked at them like, why? No clue at all. At all. Couldn't understand it. But that got me not into trouble, but that like, I clearly missed the hint. Like I had, yeah, I think 4 best friends to that degree growing up. You're good at making friends. It's simply the perk of when you don't have like awkward emotions tied to it. Is realistically the reason why. I became really good friends with people, and then I got asked out by a person I was really good friends with, and I was like, I feel really bad, but I just didn't respond because I didn't know how to take it at the time of like, what does that mean? So I don't know all this poor girl on Facebook. And I really liked her dad. Her dad was really cool. And I was like, I don't know what this means. She asked me out after on Facebook after we graduated and we were swapping campuses. You didn't respond? I don't know. I didn't know what it meant. I thought I was just good friends. And then like I didn't know what that came with it, because like I didn't want to kiss anybody. That didn't seem realistic in my mind. This is my own experience. You're not interested in anybody until way later. Like way later. Just because it's like that type of stuff isn't in your mind at all. You're not thinking about that stuff. The only time it ever pops up in your mind is if like other people are talking about it. So it was just it wasn't head empty. The head was just full of like school, games, art, having fun, food, and that's all it was for me. And you learn that you have a lot of time to do a lot of stuff. You learn that like there's so much, and you don't realize this until you go to high school. Of everybody is talking about who's attractive, just trying to like be their best selves to attract someone, and here I am playing on like a DS. Be like, yeah. This is when I started to get to know one girl who was like, she was into art, like she liked to draw, and she was heavily into Pokemon and like certain games. And I was like, okay, you're kind of cool. Maybe you. Maybe this is what a crush is. Maybe I have a crush on you because I want to get to know you. I think you're kind of fun. I think you're interesting. But she was very shy. It was like, but it like looking back on it, it was just I wanted to become better friends with her. That's all it was. There was literally nothing more to it. It was just, you seem interesting. I want to get to know you more. So it was middle school. That's when I kind of figured out like, I don't really like anybody. This girl that I was quote unquote interested in, the thought of like anything with her other than just like hanging out and having fun is nothing. Literally nothing was there. I'm like, okay, what is this? And that's when I heard the term asexuality. I'm like, huh, that makes sense. I'm down with that. I think that makes sense for me. The thing that didn't make sense at all, was how you can look at a person and be like, damn, their ass is nice. At that age. Of like, obviously young, but like, that was literally like, what is attraction? I didn't understand it. And the second thing is celebrity crushes. What are those? What does that even mean? Nothing is happening. Literally nothing is happening. I'm just making friends with people. And I think by doing this has happened more times than I'd like to. I accidentally like led people on. I don't know if you've ever done that before for the people that are asexual, but it turns out when you're really nice to people and you do stuff, you kind of lead people on and they get the wrong hint occasionally. Or if people really try and get interested in you, there's it's kind of bad. It's kind of real bad when you do that. Because I was like, I discovered what asexuality was in middle school, and I'm like, oh, that's me. Smile. And I thought, essentially at the time, I thought asexuality was what aromanticism was. And I'm like, okay, cool. Let me tell you something also. If someone's interested in you and you hit them with the I'm asexual, it's like, oh. And then you explain out what it is and they're like, oh. Because high school people only have one thing on their mind. And we don't even need to say what it is. There's only one thing on their mind. So I'm like, yeah, unlucky. Finger guns, like, peace out. Bye. It's very hard for people to understand it unless they experience it, which is why it's like interesting to know. But society puts like a pressure on everybody of, you will love someone, you'll get married, you'll have children, your children are gonna be so cute, you got this. Oh, you haven't found anyone? Don't worry, you'll find the person for you. You got this. Oh, you're kind of just, you'll change your mind once you do stuff. That's how it goes. That's how it be sometimes. And it's not really, you realize that it's just not really, my ideal life is I travel the world and I have a friend with me and I show them, hey, look at this food. But to me, that's also something, there's no difference between like me doing that with one person compared to another, as long as I'm close with them. So that's like, I don't care about gender. I care about like what a person is, as like who they are or personality, or like, are they interesting? I could be conventionally, like I can look at a person and say that person is attractive. I think they're conventionally attractive. I think that person has their stuff together. But there's like beauty standards in society, or like things that you're interested in. But it's no real difference for me, at least, of looking at me like, oh, you're fun. And then there's like, oh, you're fun. You feel a bit ostracized from my friend group because of being ace, to be honest? Why? I mean, chat, this is just life advice in general. If people are treating you, if you have people that you think are your friends and they're treating you a certain way because of a certain thing about you that's not even like personality defining or like who you are, then that's not your friend. Like, those aren't your friends. Like, it doesn't matter like at all. Like that wouldn't mean anything. So just like, go out and find someone that like treats you for you.